Hi everyone, so welcome to my channel. I recently went to Disney World and Universal back in January and I had a super good time. I went with my boyfriend and I wanted to show all of you a little bit about what I did. The first place we went was we stayed at a Universal Resort hotel, so they let us into one of the parks 1 hour earlier than everybody else. So we immediately headed to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. My boyfriend and I just read the Harry Potter series together, so that's exactly why we wanted to go to Universal, was to go here. Hogsmeade has a ton of different shops, just like in the movie, in the book series, and Honeydukes was filled with all this super good candy. One of my regrets was not buying more of the candy, but I was so scared we wouldn't be able to bring it back to Michigan with us. Another thing I loved about just the Harry Potter world in general was that they played like the Harry Potter music from the movies in the background, so it just felt so magical. Just listen to this. Here is Hogwarts. Like, when I first saw this for the first time, I was seriously in awe. Like, seriously, wow.
Safety of all guests and team members. Be sure to maintain a minimum of 6 feet or 2 meters between.
For lunch, we ate at Mithos Restaurant. It's inside of the theme park and it's outside of like the Universal Harry Potter world, if that makes sense. It was really cool. It overlooked the water, and make sure you get there pretty early or you make a reservation because this place does get really crowded.
A video. Is that a video?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. We're in our own cabin.
I'm flipping out.
This is incredible.
To ride the Hogwarts Express, make sure that you buy a 2-part 1-day ticket, because then you can ride the train back and forth in between the parks as many times as you want. There was a man that had like a baby harness on, and he had a baby Yoda inside of it, and his baby Yoda was dressed up as a Hufflepuff, and he was talking to the talking head and the night bus about how baby Yoda is a Hufflepuff. Next up, we went to Diagon Alley. Probably shouldn't have made that British accent, but whatever. And when I saw this place, my mouth literally dropped. Like, it was so amazing, so cool. I just felt like I was transported right into the actual movie. Diagon Alley has a ton of different shops, just like in Hogsmeade. So we ended up going to the joke shop, and of course we had to stop in here. It was really cool and very magical. We stood in line for a while to get a wand at Ollivander's, and guys, I was like, I do not want a wand. I'm not spending $100 on a wand. Like I was just totally against it, okay? Well, you know what? I ended up going right into Ollivander's and I got so excited. I bought a wand. They're only $55. I shouldn't say only because that's really expensive. And it was interactive with the park. And I never really knew like what interactive meant because I've heard that before. But you could do like magic in the park. Like you could go up to a feather and use your wand and make the feather like float, and you could make water appear out of nowhere. Like, it was just so cool, and this is the #1 thing I'm so glad I actually spent money on. Did that scare you? Good, because we're about to head down Nocturne Alley. Don't forget to head down Nocturne Alley. This whole area is super dark and creepy, just like in the movie. And you can't see this well, but one of the awesome details they had was in one of the shops, there was a box and it appeared like it was locked, but it was moving up and down almost as if something was like trapped. While waiting in line for the Escape from Gringotts ride, you'll be waiting in line in Gringotts, which is just so cool. It was magical, it was awesome, and it was cool seeing all the little goblins. After this ride, my boyfriend convinced me to buy butterbeer, and it sounded so gross to me. Like, I did not want to try it, but y'all, it was amazing. We left London and Diagon Alley and hopped on over to visit the Simpson family in Springfield. And yes, they were playing the Simpsons theme music in the background, which is awesome. Chase ended up buying a Duff beer, and here's his reaction. But I think in the end, he says, "It's delish." I bought one of those giant donuts because I see so many girls taking cute pics with them. Also, Universal had some pretty cool things in the park like this.
I gotta get that.
And it also has Mel's Diner. We ended up going back to the other park and riding the Hippogriff ride, which was a 10-second ride, which was fun. But the number one thing I would recommend doing is definitely go on the Hagrid's Magical Creatures motorbike adventure ride. My favorite ride I have ever been on in my entire life. After a long day in the park, we decided to head to City Walk. City Walk has amazing restaurants, clubs, live music, dancing, movie theaters. I regret not spending more time in City Walk because there's so much to do. But that's the end of my video. Please reach out if you have any questions. I had a lot before I went on my trip, and I feel like now that I've been there, I'm able to answer a lot more questions about it. And I had a great time. So thank you so much for watching my videos. It always makes me so happy that you do. Bye.